Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marson here, and today I want to talk about the fact that I think we may actually be getting a brand new F-Zero game in the F-Zero series. Now, I've said many times in the past that I think that this is one series that I felt like wasn't going to come back. There was just something about the way Nintendo always spoke about it, the way Shigeru Miyamoto in one interview said that if the control scheme was right for it, that they would do it, which made me and I think some other people think that it could be a mobile game. Just really weird things in the past where I didn't feel like it was going to happen, and especially because of Mario Kart, I didn't think it was going to happen because Mario Kart's very successful, it sells like crazy, they're both racing games. I know that it can easily be argued that they're two totally different racing games, but in terms of Nintendo as a business, I didn't really know if they would feel themselves that there was a market still for F-Zero, because a lot of people can talk about wanting a game, but that doesn't mean that they're all going to buy it. That's like Mother 3 to me. I want Mother 3 to come out, but I don't think that everyone that says Mother 3 is going to buy it. It's basically a meme at this point. So many people want it to be translated and sold on a current gen Nintendo system, but there's also a lot of people that just say Mother 3 because it's just a funny thing to say at this point. But the reason that I bring all this up is because Nintendo had one of their investors meetings, and they said that there's an unannounced game this year that fans will really appreciate. And when thinking about this, there's only so many games that came to mind to me. One of them was Pikmin 4, but I don't feel like they would have made this statement for Pikmin 4. Not saying that Pikmin isn't a popular series, but just something about Pikmin, I can't picture it being the game that they were referring to, because that series is still going strong, and they've talked about Pikmin 4 in the past. Even though it still hasn't come out, they've talked about it. And then another game that I thought of was Paper Mario, but since they still make Paper Mario games, I don't think they would make a statement like this, referring to the fact that it'd be more like the older Paper Mario games. So then I thought of F-Zero, and I thought about me in the past not thinking they would do F-Zero because of everything that I mentioned earlier, and then I started to think. Mario Kart 8 sold very well on the Wii U, and it's also selling extremely well on the Switch. It is the best-selling game on the Switch. They don't have a reason to make Mario Kart 9 yet. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still going to sell. And with that, the Mario Kart mobile game is coming out this summer. They're not going to make Mario Kart 9 this year. And I don't think they're going to do it for next year either. Because, like I said, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is selling very well, and there's the mobile game coming out this summer. They don't have a need to. So then I started to think of F-Zero, and I thought about how before I felt like since Mario Kart is just dominating in terms of sales for them, why would they do F-Zero, which this isn't even an opinion. F-Zero just sells way less than Mario Kart. Now I know that that's not just a definite reason to not make a game, but when you already have a really successful racing game, as a business, they may say, well, what's the point? Even though there's a good chunk of people who would want to buy it. With Mario Kart already being so busy making a bunch of sales, and then making a bunch of money off of a game that was made years ago, because they just ported it over to the Switch, I think we really could be getting F-Zero. Because any other series that I think of, I can't picture them saying what they said towards a game like that. Like if it was a Mario game, like of course fans would appreciate that. Mario is their mascot. Like there's so many series that they still make games for that it'd be like, well yeah, I mean why wouldn't fans appreciate that? So I feel like for them to make that statement, it would have to be something that has been gone for a while, or something that fans have really wanted. And that's where to me, it's definitely not Mother 3, because that's more of a niche, I feel like. And even if that's not the case, it's a game that was out in Japan. So I don't think they'd make that statement for just the other areas of the world. And this could be their way to try to push F-Zero, because when people think of Captain Falcon, I would argue they think of Smash Bros. And since Smash Bros is selling so well, and viewership for tournaments is doing extremely well, tons of new people are getting exposed to Captain Falcon that may have never even knew who he was. If they release an F-Zero game and market it very well and showcase that it is different than Mario Kart, which I'm not arguing that they're similar at all. I know they're very different, but if Nintendo can market that it is different and there's no discrepancy, and that it's a very, very different style of racing game than Mario Kart, I think they could get a lot of people to get into the series. And I think that that's what the series needs. Look at what they're doing with Metroid. They haven't made a home console 3D Metroid game in a long time. And then, out of nowhere, they announced Metroid Prime 4. And they even went to lengths to make a video talking about how they had to restart from scratch. And they even mentioned that they knew it would be kind of frustrating for fans because they've been waiting so long for a new Metroid game. So for them to show so much dedication to a series that's been gone for so long, I think it really could be F-Zero. Now there's a chance that I'm way off and that people are going to come back to this video and be like, wow, you were really wrong. But I wanted to make this video because I genuinely think that there is a chance that it is F-Zero. And it would have bugged me if I didn't actually talk about it, because with all the points I made, I honestly can't see it being any other game. There is a chance that I'm wrong about what I said in that it probably wouldn't be Mario or anything. Maybe it is. Maybe they made this statement and there's not much weight to it. Maybe it's just a blanket statement and it's like, yep, here's a new 2D Mario. Which I really don't think it would be that because they just released the port, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So I actually don't think it would be that, but still, just that point of it could be a random Zelda game, it could be a spin-off Kirby game, I have no idea. But I highly doubt that. All of those series have had plenty of games coming out, the series are all going healthy, F-Zero is the one that's been basically forgotten, and they've been really good with pushing all of their IPs. F-Zero is the one that has just been left in the dust. And if they're ever going to make a new one, I think it would be now because of what's going on with Mario Kart. And with the statement that they made, that it's a game that fans will really appreciate, I think it could be F-Zero. So that's all I really have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you think it could be F-Zero, or if you don't think it will be, let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.